All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. All right, real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. There's a lot going on, man. It's a busy day. Still working. I'm still getting like piece by piece of my setup for my little studio session thing I'm setting up right now. Um, and I'm excited, man. Once it come together, things gonna be different around here. I can't wait. But real quick, before we get into that, man, we got to talk about the Kellen Moore possibly leaving the Dallas Cowboys, the going coach at Boise State. And, want to feel the temperature, how everybody feel about that. And, obviously I'm going to get my perspective. Let me say this. All right, I think Kellen Moore has been up and down, honestly. I like Kellen Moore as a person, he's a cool guy. And when I say that, I mean he don't do nothing that's gonna be negative on the team or nothing like that. From media, nothing like that. He's not an outspoken guy. He goes to work, he do his job. And I like that about him. He seemed to be like a nice guy. I know him and Dak seem to have a good rapport or whatever. And then sometimes his play calling can be great, and then sometimes it can look lethargic. Let me just be honest here. I'm okay. Like, if he's leaving, I'm fine with that. I don't think you could bring in a new. This is the thing with Mike McCarthy. One of the things we touted him about was, his apparently got old in Green Bay, but at one point it was like his the way he was, the way his offense scored and stuff like that, and his ability to work with quarterbacks and I think he has something to do with Aaron Rodgers being who. I'm not saying he's the cause, and I'm quite sure they had a little hand in that some kind of way. But then when you bring him in and then you say, yeah, but you got to keep Kellen Moore, and we can all say, oh yeah, that's what Mike McCarthy wanted, because the report with that, no, we know that was old Daddy Jerry going. We gonna keep what's the guy's name? Kellen Moore. Now, and again, I think Kellen Moore is hit and miss. Sometimes the offense look a lot like it did last year, and then under Jason Garrett. You didn't at points in the time in the season you didn't really see it. It was like, okay, here we go, run on first down. If I can predict the defense predicts it, he ain't going nowhere. Sometimes I think that Kellen Moore gets a little too cute. Your offensive line ain't good enough to handle reverse plays and all that a lot. Because they're not. I mean, he ain't got none of your starters, all right. But then he can create. Sometimes it's like he get in a groove, and you don't know how much of that is him and how much is Mike McCarthy. To be honest, I want to know who to blame when things go wrong. First of all, last year I didn't know if I was blaming Jason Garrett, if that was Kellen Moore, because this is what has always happened with Kellen Moore is when it was bad, it was Jason Garrett. When it's good, it's Kellen Moore. We got to make our mind up. Which one is it here? So I really believe, I think it's good. I think him going to Boise State, he can put his imprint on that team. He can be a head coach, first of all, obviously a promotion for being a offensive coordinator. And you get to go back to the team that you played for in college that obviously believe in you and really admire you as a person, and go do that, man. For me, he was like a holdover. He's another one of those Jerry Jones, player turned coaches experiments. They love to do that. They don't want to let nobody they like go. I'm gonna be honest. I'm still shocked Tony Romo left. I thought they were gonna find some kind of way to keep him in the organization, but obviously Tony Romo has a gig that he is good at. Let's give Tony Romo that. That guy is good in the booth. He's entertaining to listen to. He keep you entertained and interested, and he gonna make some comments, and he gonna be right on a lot of play calls. So shout out to Tony Romo, man. I think he's a better broadcaster than quarterback. Anyway, but at the same time. At the same time, Kellen Moore leaving, I'm fine with that. Honestly, I think that you bring in a new coaching staff to bring in something new. It's like it's always got to be a little something, right? Like, oh, we're gonna bring in a new thing. Hey, keep this person here though. No, 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 no. Bring in a new coaching staff. Bring in complete and almost now. Hey, I could be sitting here and be completely wrong, and this thing can backfire, and you can end up with missing Rob Marinelli like we did on that. The defense wasn't that bad. Give me a Rob Marinelli back. I'd take him and Chris Richard any day over what we've had out there in that defense. Lord have mercy. The defense is starting to pick it up a little bit, which is kind of scared me because that means we might have Mike Nolan back like we did. And I don't know. Hopefully not. But I will say, man, I'm happy for Kellen Moore. I think he should take the job. I haven't stopped and really thought about, oh, this the person that I want to be. This who I would see as a good fit for the Dallas Cowboys offensive coordinator position. So all in all, I'm happy for Kellen Moore and I'm happy for the Cowboys. I think this is a divorce that need to happen. Sometimes things just don't work out, and not that he's bad at it. He have his moments, but for the most part, it's not. It just it ain't hitting right. Now again, Jerry Jones did say that, Kellen Moore couldn't really be himself because he had to call the games in a way to protect the defense that sucked so bad. Okay, I get that. Then maybe that's the case too. That's kind of hamper his ability to be a great offensive coordinator when he's trying to call plays to protect the defense and all of that. But we'll see, man. But I think we should get a young mind in here though. Get a young creative mind, or someone that's just creative and can do some things different. And sometimes I felt like, and let me say this. I really don't know if Kellen Moore is doing a good job or bad job, because I don't know if he's the one. It's like, this the thing too. They never give him the job, right? Like, they don't never. It's like, you the offensive coordinator, but Jason Garrett got a little hand in here. Even when he first got the job, Jason Garrett gonna be telling him something, and he's gonna be taking a little from this, and Mike McCarthy, he's gonna be doing his thing, but then Mike McCarthy gonna add a little. Listen, give the man the job and let him be gone. That's another reason why I think he should go to Boise State. Let that thing play out to the way it really should play out, and we'll see what happens. I really believe that this is a good move for both. Get someone in there and give them the job. Give whoever the new offensive coordinator gonna be, bring him in there, give him the job, and let him. And if Mike McCarthy gonna call plays, let him call plays. But it always felt like he was like just someone the Cowboys wanted to hold on to because it felt good for the organization. Didn't really feel like a good move in my opinion. But because I always felt, him and Dak had a great relationship, but I don't think he could tell Dak too much when Dak took his job. I'm sorry, that's just how I think, man. But anyway, with that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, you guys be great.